This is a match against NintendoJoey, and word on the street is he's got his own little YouTube thing, so you could check out the match there too. Look for NintendoJoey on YouTube. So he starts off with Bronzong, and I send out Ambipom. So Ambipom's really probably not going to do anything against Bronzong, but I fake out first. Maybe see if he's got a leftovers or not. He doesn't have a leftovers. That's interesting. So I'll U-turn out. And hey, U-turn does pretty good, but it gets a crit, so I mean that's why I did that much. And I send Ambipom back to Heatran. And he uses Gyro Ball, which shouldn't do that much to my Heatran. Yeah, not that much at all. And he withdraws to Gyarados. So I end up overheating the Gyarados. And he intimidates me. Doesn't really matter on my Heatran. And overheat is a powerful move on Heatran. So even though Gyarados resists it, it still does, about quarter maybe, I'd say. And then I'm going to switch out Heatran. He recovers from leftovers. But I'm not going to keep Heatran in there facing a Gyarados. So I send out Celebi. Figure like that's a good counter. He Dragon Dances because he knows I'm going to switch. So I think here I try to pull off a Calm Mind. Oh, he misses an Ice Fang. Oh, no, I don't Calm Mind. I just Grass Knot. Okay. And that does a good amount of damage. Then he recovers from leftovers. And he Ice Fangs me here. I was hoping Celebi's physical defense could take it at least, decently. And I was thinking that it would be at least enough. I mean, yeah, he's going to hit me here, but then I'd have a chance to Grass Knot and hopefully kill him. And he does over half my damage, and he freezes me, so I can't pull off the second Grass Knot. And now he's faster than me, and I know on the second hit he's going to kill me. So I got to switch out Celebi. And Celebi's natural cure, I'll cure it from the freeze, but it's about half health now, and I can't really switch it back in on this Gyarados. He expects another switch, so he Dragon Dances again. And I'm hoping with my Ambipom, it's got a Focus Sash, and I can fake out on the first turn. So I'm hoping that, say I fake out here, I'm hoping I can pick off this Gyarados' HP and then not have to worry about it. So yeah, I fake him out. He recovers. Now if he keeps his Gyarados in, I can double hit. And so he waterfalls me. And that'll leave me with 1 HP. But it's better than losing the rest of my Pokemon, I suppose. And then he flinches me. Yeah, I'm getting unlucky here with the flinches and the freezes. Gyarados just devastates me. So I switch in Celebi. And he waterfalls my Celebi. And my Celebi survives with 55 HP. Because I didn't want to sacrifice Ambipom to Gyarados. Because I can switch Ambipom in again and do another fake out at some point later in time. Or I didn't want to sacrifice another Pokemon on my team with full health. I figured, Celebi was already at half health. And I need to get rid of this Gyarados somehow. So I'll let Celebi die. And then I'll switch in another Pokemon with full HP to try and do some damage to this guy. So I switch in Ambipom to go for the fake out again. And this time he withdraws to Skarmory. And so fake out on a Skarmory, not going to do that much. And I figure he's going to set up spikes so that at any point when I switch my Ambipom back in, Ambipom's just going to die on the switch in. And so I send in Gliscor. And he does do the spikes. So I want to set up a Stealth Rock myself with Gliscor so that if Gyarados switches back in, he's not going to at least be able to devastate my team the way he's been doing. He'll take a hit from the Stealth Rock. And he Worlds wins out my Gengar. And he withdraws Skarmory. And I Thunderbolt. I Thunderbolt his Electivire and activate his Motor Drive, which sucks. So I switch back out to Ambipom. And I switched back in Ambipom because he was going to end up dying anyway, but I wanted to see what he was going to do. So he was going to Ice Punch, and I sent in Gliscor because I was hoping, that Gliscor could survive an Ice Punch. I mean, even though he's 4 times weak, I thought maybe he'd survive with like 10 HP or something. Because I figure the rest of the Pokemon on my team, once they've got an Electivire that's faster than all of them, they're in trouble. But Gliscor dies. So I sent it Heatran, and obviously he's gonna Earthquake, and pretty sure he's faster than my Heatran now with the speed boosts. Yeah. So Heatran can't do anything about it. And that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. If you can't pull off any moves, you can't win. So as long as he's faster and he's pulling off moves, he's gonna go for the sweep. And Heatran's dead. So I switch out to Gengar. And he Thunder Punches. And normally, I have a choice specs on this Gengar, which is what I was thinking earlier, which is why I switched out Gengar originally. I didn't think Gengar would survive a Thunder Punch, first of all. And if he did have the choice specs, I'm thinking a Shadow Ball would have killed him. But I was also thinking before that after I Thunderbolted, I was stuck in Thunderbolt. I didn't realize I had a Life Orb on me. And that was really my mistake. But it doesn't make a huge difference. I sent out Gyarados, and he obviously gets Thunder Punched. I think that's it. I think that's the rest of my Pokemon. And so he kicked my ass pretty good. Alright, good game. I tried my best to make up for, but it was a good match.